Hey, Corey Lake, what's going on? It is Friday, April 9th. Wanted to do a quick update on some things that have been going around the neighborhood. It's Friday afternoon. It's around 2:30ish, I guess. Yeah, around that time. Wanted to update people on some things that have happened in the neighborhood, and want to make sure I get some information correct. There are a few things that are happening. First and foremost, I want to address that the CDD put together the COVID first vaccination for the neighborhood. And I have to tell you, so impressed by the number of people that turned out. I was on my way out of the neighborhood to do something, and I'm like, man, what is going on? Are they giving away free gold bars in here or what? And then it dawned on me that it was the first round of the COVID shots for people in the neighborhood. And just so you guys know, first and foremost, to get it out of the way, the next round of shots will be the same time on April 29th. Same time frame, same time window. You need to bring either an insurance card or your driver's license just so that you can show identification, and that I guess the CDD can use that for federal funding to make sure your shots are covered and you don't have to pay for it. Great benefit to be in the neighborhood. Very much was impressed with the way that was run. There was a line out the door, and it seemed to be moving relatively quickly. So that's first and foremost. That was great. Haven't seen an update on the pool chairs. I was actually just up at the clubhouse a little while ago, and after last podcast, I was made aware that is in the works. So if you guys use the pool regularly and are looking for chairs, I would wish I could take credit and say that by podcasting it, it made it happen. But the CDD seems to be on top of that, understanding that people want to get use out of the pool as it gets warmer. And I believe those chairs are coming if you are at all interested in that. There are a couple things on Nextdoor. If you're not on Nextdoor, you could use this as the Cliff's Notes and go kind of read through it. Some neighbors are looking for a swimming instructor, someone to help teach their kids how to swim for safety. If you know anybody, you can go onto Nextdoor and do that. And there's also, I saw a post that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, there is a bridge game at the beach club between 3 and 5 p.m. I don't play bridge. I probably haven't played any kind of cards in years. I was more of a craps thrower than I was a card player if I would go to a casino. And I don't even think that Hard Rock here has table games like that. It's only cards. So that's going on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I also did find out that the POA is going to meet... Oh gosh, I'm gonna have a brain mishap here for a second. I believe it's April 14th, 8 p.m. You can join via Zoom meeting. You can go up to the clubhouse if you want to do that. The POA board of directors will meet on April 14th. If you're interested in taking part in some of that stuff that's going on. And the one other thing I did want to cover, which I mentioned it on previous podcasts, and I wanted to, put my money where my mouth is and rather just spew my thoughts about it, but actually take part in it, is I've been using the gym. I've decided to just kind of go at sporadic times to see what the activity's like in the gym. I can tell you the last 2 days, okay? And I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget because I'm getting of that age where stuff slips my mind. Yesterday, between 3 and 3:30, there was a total of 7 people in the gym, and that was scattered in and out over that half hour. There was never a time when I was waiting for weights or machines or benches or any of that stuff. It was ultra clean. Everybody was courteous of one another, and it went off without a hitch. So that was yesterday. 7 people. I was impressed. I was impressed that the gym had that capacity to hold it, even though it's a fairly small gym. The equipment was fine. And listen, I'm no expert. I mean, I work out, but there's people that are more versed in equipment and things like that than I am. But today I went between, like I said, 140 and 210, 215. I'm trying to keep my workouts to very short, concise, and direct. And in the time I was there, in the 40 minutes I was there, at one point there was a maximum of 4 people. But for the majority of that time, I would say out of 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 25 minutes of that was myself. So still not sold on putting in a several $100,000 or $1 million gym when I haven't seen more than a handful of people in that gym using it. Someone said online, it's uninviting. Look, I have bands that I work out with at my house. They're rubber bands. They're elastic bands to train with. Training if someone's truly going to train, they don't need a gym to do it. You could do it at home. You could do it with tomato cans. I could give you a workout today if you want to get started with cans out of your pantry and how to work out with them to do squats, to do curls, to do presses, to do all sorts of stuff. If you're doing no activity, any activity is better than no activity. And so it's not that the gym's uninviting. There's enough there to use. It's just small. I'm still not sold on expanding the gym, but I'm not opposed to it. Again, it's got everything for me with the neighborhood when it comes to that is cost-benefit analysis. Is it worth it for us to spend, each of us, out of our pocket for something a fraction of people use? And how does it affect my home value versus the cost? If I can get convinced that it'll increase value to my home, then yeah, I would get on board with it. But as of right now, I'm still not convinced. Sorry. The gym is perfectly fine the way it is. If you choose not to do it because it's uninviting or you don't think they have enough equipment, please let me know what workout you're doing that requires equipment that gym does not have. Because I do some pretty silly, ridiculous different movements, and it has everything I could possibly want there. One other thing I will touch on is walking in the street. Look, I get there's construction. I get there's lots that have grass, don't have a sidewalk paved through yet. I get all that stuff. There are way too many people in groups walking in the middle of the street, in the middle of the day, in the morning early, and at night. And at night's the worst because at night there are people dressed in dark clothing, walking in the street, and it is not safe. So please, people, public service announcement, use the sidewalks. And if you have to go around garbage or around a car that's parked in the apron over the driveway, do that. But that's not what this is. This is people literally just walking down the street, and some almost in the middle of the street to a point where you have to go around them like a vehicle. So just a quick 7 minutes on what's going on around here today. Please, if you get out, don't forget also the food trucks are next week, and the POA meeting is next week. And there's a lot of good stuff going on here. And if you need to get your second shot for COVID, if you need, they went right up until 9 o'clock last night. I was getting messages. Get your second shot, April 29th at the clubhouse, same place, same bat time, same bat channel. You can see I got my Batman stuff actually decorating in I'm a child, sorry, in my office now. So same bat time, same bat channel, and get your second COVID shot. Keep yourself safe. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.